Hey everyone, it's Megan here with GoingGear.com, and today we're looking at the UST 10-day lantern. This might look a little bit familiar to you. We recently reviewed the Pico lantern, and UST has a bunch of different lanterns in this series. So we've got here the 10-day one. They also make a 30-day and a 60-day lantern. As you go higher in the days, if you will, of the lanterns, the bigger that they get. But the Pico and the 10-day are going to be the smallest lanterns they have, and really for the price and what these guys offer, they're really great lanterns. They're pretty much indestructible. You know, they have a couple of different ways that you can carry them. A great handle here, or the hook here on the back that you could use to hang it up in your tent. So a lot of different functionalities. You know, for me, it has to look pretty and match all my stuff, and these lanterns come in a bunch of different colors. This one here is actually a glow-in-the-dark one. So all of this down here and the lid is going to glow in the dark. But it also comes in orange, silver, lime, and blue. So everybody can get their own color. And the bulbs, UST claims that these bulbs are never going to burn out and that they're unbreakable. Which, you know, I haven't had it long enough to test that out. But it seems pretty durable. It's pretty thick plastic on that bulb. So I would ventured to say I believe them, but I haven't had it long enough to know if that's actually going to be true or not. But they're just really great everyday lanterns to keep in the house, or you could, you know, take it camping with you, throw it in a backpack. With this 10-day lantern, the high on this is 250 lumens. That's going to run for about 26 hours. The low is 21 lumens, and that's where you're going to be able to run it for 10 days. And then the third setting on here is the SOS feature. And it's got a really easy user interface. One button right here. Push it once for the high. Again, push it again for the low. And one more time for the SOS feature. You know, it's just that easy. And then you push it again to turn it off. And like I showed you earlier, this top part right here just comes off, and then you'll be able to use this bulb for like a wider range of light, which would be really helpful. You know, if you hang it up in your tent with the little hook, you know, you'll be able to light up the whole area. So it's pretty useful and clever idea to be able to take that lid off. It runs really on simple batteries, just 6 AA batteries. Pretty much everybody has those, you know, laying around their house. You could carry extras with you. Nothing fancy there, you know, and the lid just screws right back on. Just like that. So it's a basic, straightforward lantern. It's 6.2 inches high, about 3 1/4 inches wide, and weighs 14 ounces with the battery. So it's not too heavy for the size lantern that it is. Obviously, the bigger you go in the lantern series, like I said, the 30 or 60 day, you're going to get more lumens, a bigger lantern. They are going to require bigger batteries, but you know, they're pretty impressive lanterns for what they are. I definitely would recommend picking one up, even if you just, you know, keep it in your house to use in case the power goes out. They're really great. So this is the UST 10-day lantern, and you can find this and other great products at GoingGear.com.